So when I'm not talking about Sleaford Mods or Kate Nash, or when the next Aardman film is going to be coming out, Incredibles, Purge, Deadpool, Ant-Man, I happen to catch the new Hey Arnold movie that was aired on television through Nickelodeon, called Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie. It really acts as an extension to a few episodes that came out when the TV show first aired about him trying to relocate his lost parents. Well, as it turns out, they are somewhere, and they happen to be in a Central American country that's situated in between El Salvador and Nicaragua, which I thought was quite funny. In many ways, the movie reminded me a lot of the Simpsons movie, mixed with The Road to El Dorado, mixed with then another Disney movie, and also the two Rugrats movies that I was a big fan of when I was a very young kid. I used to watch Hey Arnold a fair few times as a young boy myself. I was more of a SpongeBob Rugrats person or anything, but I do like it for its supposed realism and a lot of its charm between him and the Gerald character, the Afro, and then stupid football head, Helga Pataki, which I thought was quite funny because I didn't really get all the subtleties and nuances when I was a kid because it was very American. It was set like New York or something with all those accents. But being in the US for some time here and there, kind of get little subtleties. It very is kind of a riff on the Snoopy Peanuts thing with the young kids talking trash, but in a sort of family-friendly way. It's a lot of fun. I was laughing throughout. It's very exciting to see all the characters again come out after. Let's see, because I remember I saw the film, the movie that aired, that I thought was alright. Like really 15 years later after the film. And they didn't disappoint, and they didn't cop out too much. So I thought that was good in its own way. If you compare it to stuff like Loving Vincent or Lego Batman movie, which are the two anime films I saw this year, it doesn't quite compare because it's based on a TV series like Simpsons movie, which is actually one of my favorite films of all time, by the way. And just recently, I had Shaun the Sheep movie. That was another favorite of mine that was animated. But compared to Loving Vincent and Lego Batman, it isn't quite fair on it because it is a TV based on a TV show, but I think it stands its own on legs. I would say it's better than Loving Vincent in terms of me relating to the story a bit more. But in terms of the art style, the two don't compare. Loving Vincent's the most beautiful one out of the bunch, but this was the one with the more two-dimensional, more traditional animation format. But Lego Batman had that sort of stop-motion, faux CG, faux blocky stuff, which I thought was quite clever.